Elaine, good morning. Thank you very much. Let's talk about whether or not these results in the coming days will show that the airline industry continues to heal.
Yes. Good morning, and thank you so much for having me this morning. We think so. We think Delta, as you noted, will be one of the few profitable airlines. American yesterday, you might have seen, raised their guidance for the quarter and also talked about a fourth quarter that would be strong. I think our view is that we're going to have some really good weeks in the fourth quarter, not necessarily an entire quarter of strength, because business traffic just isn't back and international isn't reopening maybe until next month. The Biden administration said November, but didn't give a specific date. So we did see actually a V-shaped booking curve when the Biden administration said international citizens could now travel into the U.S. So we think that, yes, we are on the mend.
On the mend is one thing, though, but a lot of these stocks have already seen sharp recoveries since the pandemic lows. They've pulled back in the last couple of months. The COVID Delta variant may be part of that whole thesis and that story there. Is it safe to say, though, that going into next year, the travel outlook does become better, or are there still too many clouds on the horizon given COVID and the Delta variant?
Yeah, I think things start to get better. I think as the variant starts to dissipate around the country, I've heard Dr. Gottlieb speak on this program talking about this becoming an endemic virus as opposed to a pandemic. I think we're just going to have to get used to having this virus with us, or some kind of virus with us. We have the flu every year, so I guess this will be there all the time. So our view is that as people get used to it and figure out how to deal with it, whether we have booster shots or not, I guess that's a big debate as well. We do think people will start to get back to the office. We think people will start to get back to traveling. We're already seeing that. We see 2 million people a day generally traveling, which is pretty close to a kind of a Tuesday, Wednesday, what we would have seen pre-pandemic in January. So I think as we think about 2022, we're going to have a pretty strong summer months across the Atlantic. We think near international will continue to be strong, domestic as well. Business probably comes back, and by the summer within 80% of where it was pre-pandemic. So we think by 2023, certainly, we'll be back to whatever our next normal is going to be.
Elaine, we've been showing viewers out there and listeners on SiriusXM, what we've been showing is a lot of the charts of these airline companies, both domestically and perhaps more internationally focused. Given the setups that we've seen in the market right now, Elaine, is it better or more advantageous to pivot your investments towards the domestic-focused carriers in the U.S. or ones that have more leverage to international and especially business travel?
Yes, exactly. So we were thinking domestic travel focused airlines like Allegiant has been a big idea of ours this year. Alaska Air has been a big idea, Spirit as well. So we were thinking that for 2021. And then as we pivot into 2022, to your point, with international coming back, United is the most leveraged to international travel with half their route network international. They have more wide bodies now at this point than either of the other two international focused airlines. They also have more exposure to business travel. So yes, we would definitely start to think about pivoting to those focused on those two airlines. And of course, that would mean United, American, and Delta.